I was just doing a normal day as a criminal. I was taking drugs, hard drugs all night. I don't think I'd slept for 3 or 4 days. I was constantly on crack cocaine and heroin, and I'd smoke as much as I could. I took a high performance vehicle, and in that I had a car chase at high speed. The car was stolen, so I didn't want to get caught. And I had a collision with a cyclist, and that person died at the scene. My whole career as a criminal had just come to this climax that for 25, maybe 27 years of going in and out of prison and taking hard drugs and being aggressive and antisocial, and actually just not understanding myself, also not understanding people. So really I become a bit of a loner in the world. I just done the thing that I did, and that's all I understood from a child. It all come to a conclusion on that day. It was the sum of my actions through the years. That it felt like everything that I'd got away with really had caught up with me. We're in my flat. I'll be moving in the next week. Now I'm going into independent living with support. Just had the carpets in. A friend donated the settee. Blinds have just gone in. A friend actually painted it for me as well. They just give me 8 years, and really I wouldn't have thought that it was unjust if I did get a life sentence at the time. I was on a high security landing in prison, and the priest came along, and I just said, "Can you give me a confession?" And when we spoke in the room, he just said to me, "Pray to Jesus tonight in your cell." And when I went back to my cell and the door was locked, I had to sneakily go into a cubicle. The toilet area was a cubicle with a door. I remember I was just crying inside in a way. I couldn't cry outwardly. I had too much pride for that. I couldn't show my expressions or feelings to no one really. And when I went into the cubicle, this time I just knew that I was going to pray with all my heart. I had nothing left, and I prayed, and something hit the top of my head, and it just felt really warm, and it just went down through my body, and it went all the way down to my whole body, and I actually shot up really quick. It shocked me that this thing was going through my body, and I just felt so light and free. I sort of quickly went to bed, and I thought in the morning it's all going to be gone. It's going to be the same. Darren's going to be the same in the morning. I'm expecting this heavy, dark feeling to come over me, and it never. After I felt that peace every day, I knew that there was something that I could do. There was something that I could pursue in my life. And as time evolved, I started to take opportunities, and different people, godly people and different people started to approach me and ask me to do things. I think all things started to work for the good, I'd say, yeah. I go fishing with a lot of people, but I go on my own. If I start to sway a bit, yeah, I go on my own, and yeah, try and seek that voice, that peaceful voice. I believe is the Holy Spirit. First, I thought that everything was just going to be good. It was a big process to actually go through a couple of addictions and a couple of prison sentences all over again to sort of get myself to people who actually knew me and could support me. I started to trust in God again. I started to let God talk into my life, and people also who were godly talk into my life. To be in reality really is to know that God is love, and when I'm not loving, I know that I'm not actually in the reality of God. I'm sort of in myself. So when I am loving, there's peace, there's kindness, there's joy. All these things are just natural. But when I'm not so loving, I actually know it's myself. So love is the character of God that I look for, really.